Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode, which is Micro Machines on the Nintendo 64. Yes, I know you guys saw me play this last time, but I can't recall what I was doing last time. So I'll load from the memory card. And yes, that's right, I was playing as Chen, I think his name is, if I remember off the top of my head, but we're going to continue the challenge mode. We finished off the beginner's cup, now on to the intermediate cup. We'll turn the turbo level down to 1, just to make things a little bit easier. Maybe not too much easier, but hopefully a little bit easier. Let's see how we go, shall we? So Pond Life is the first race of the intermediate cup. Oh, we get to drive in boats. That's exciting.
Now.
I never really understood when the characters go like, it's time now, or something like that before a race. Does that mean that they're a favorite of that race? Or a favorite of that track? I push the person off, but I'm all over the place, which is definitely not a good start for the race, and I'm down to last position, so I really need to focus here. Now, I gotta say that the pond level is a very slippery track. You definitely want to use your brakes. Now, I don't say that a lot about gaming. Now, you know, in most racing games, you can just gun it and never have to worry about letting go of the accelerator. But Micro Machines on the Nintendo 64 is definitely not one of those races. You want to be able to tap that brake at certain certain intervals. You want to be able to be smart with it. Otherwise, as you've seen, you'll go careening off course. As I have. Shunting the other player out of the way. Okay, we took power up. Nice. Dragging the third player back behind us. Can Magnus regain his position in order to be able to qualify? Whoop. Shunting into that rock's definitely not going to help him at all. Grabbing that same player again, but he goes careening off into the, edge, and that's exactly what I was talking about earlier, about braking sensibly. If Magnus had taken that corner sensibly, and that one too, maybe, just maybe, he wouldn't be in such a dreadful position. But, never mind. I feel sorry for that racer. Oh, Magnus gets his comeuppance though by pushing him into a power-up, and the racer manages to get some rocket missiles, and poor Magnus has qualified in 4th. Oh dear, this is not good.
Witness the power.
Bonnie came in 1st. Yeah, so poor Magnus, or Tsunami in this case. Sometimes I go with Magnus, sometimes I go with Tsunami. I can never make up my mind. But guess what? It doesn't matter, does it? Because they're both me. Come on, and race. So yeah, I think whoever came in last ends up being the person who says it, but again, I really don't know. So if you could tell me, or if you know the thing behind it, let me know. I'd be keen to find out. But Magnus trying to shunt his way into 1st position. Be careful not to go out of bounds too quickly. And if you're not careful, if you do go out of bounds too much, the game actually penalizes you for it by blowing you up. So please keep that in mind if you're ever playing this game. Don't get frustrated. It is hard to see where the track is because it sort of blends in with the water and the green, but if you're paying attention, and this game requires a lot of attention, it can be a lot of fun. And, it's challenging, so this game's definitely not easy. And you're going to get moments where you get frustrated, you feel like piffing the controller through the window, but if you persevere, and if you truly love racing games, and this is the game for you if you love a challenge, and if you like pint-sized racing. Ooh, that cost Magnus his position. Can he overtake the 1st position player and regain his lead? Avoiding the frog with caution. Can he successfully make it? Avoiding the power-up, although that power-up would have really been handy here. He takes the inner corner and overtakes the racer nicely. Can Magnus hold the position here? It's looking good. Ooh, it's looking really good. Magnus is still in the lead, and he's won the race. He's learnt his lesson from the first round, and he's polished his skills. Well done. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, and what do we get? A prize car. It looks like a dump truck. Interesting. Ah, yeah, so it's the tricky cup. I've been calling it the intermediate cup. Formula X, huh? Interesting. Wonder what this race is going to be about. Let's tear it up. Alright, Bonnie. Sounds like a plan. Interesting. We're back at the chemical lab. Oop, oop. Careful. And another race where we need to really be careful of the brake. It looks like we're being fed through a test tube, though. Ain't no science experiment. Damn it. And looks like our races are flaming hot. Or as this, if this was a, Fantastic Four, flame on! Yeah, enter Woody game movie reference here. Oof. Explosions and cars, fires and rulers. This map is full on. Blink and you'll miss it. What? I'm on fire! Uh-oh. Whoa, I'm all over the place. That's definitely not good. Boom! That's definitely not going to help Magnus or Tsunami. Definitely not going to work in his favor. He needs to be a little bit more careful, or otherwise he could lose this race entirely. It's not looking good because he's in 4th position, though. Can he turn it around, or are the other races just too far away for him to catch up? Only time will tell, and that costly mistake is definitely not going to help him whatsoever. Let's see, can he make it here, or is he just too far away to even have the remote chance of catching up? Only time will tell. He has caught up to some other races, though. Is this his chance to make up for lost time? Well, as the races exit the beacon, hot and on fire, can Magnus take advantage of this and push his way into a qualifying position? All the other racers are shunting and bumping each other. One other racer up ahead is on fire. Don't know if this is going to be good, but he manages to sneak in and get 2nd position. What a turnaround from last all race to 2nd. Nicely done. That was amazing considering. And yeah, the cup definitely earned its name by calling it tricky. This is not easy. I kid you not. Okay, Bonnie, we get the point. You want to tear it up. Alright. Okay. Now we're driving tanks? I don't know what they are, but they sound... Are they all-terrain vehicles? They look like all-terrain vehicles. They handle like hell. And we're on the dinner table. Avoid the salt, people. Avoid the ketchup and mustard. You definitely don't want to become part of dinner now, do you? Or maybe you do, I don't know. I mean, whatever tickles your fancy, right? Magnus being very aggressive here. Shunting and bumping all the players, but also running into all the obstacles, which is definitely not good. This is going to cost him a qualifying position if he's not careful. He needs to play it smart. Avoiding the spaghetti. It's going steady, but skidding around the corners is definitely not going to help. Bumping into everything isn't either. Avoiding the spoon nicely. Hitting the candlestick holder. He really still hasn't managed to get past 3rd position, though. We need to at least get into 2nd or better. Nope, and we got 3rd position, which is definitely not good. Better than last, but still not a qualifying position, unfortunately.
Oh, that was terrible.
And honestly, this is what makes Micro Machines on the Nintendo 64 really difficult. You have to qualify in 2nd or higher for it to count, or otherwise you have to start all over again, which is brutal. Oh, never mind, these things happen. Magnus attempting to take advantage of that and shunt his way through. Manages to gain first position, but doesn't take advantage of that and goes skidding around the corner, losing traction. He's trying to hammer the other players, but runs into the plate and wastes the power-up. Oh dear. That could have been very handy if he had managed to mash his opponents and get stuck on a random wallet. This is definitely not looking good for him. Almost careening off the table as well. Oh dear. Don't know what that was, whether it was a love note or a book of matches. You know those matches that you see come in like a little folded thing, and they have like nice little patterns on them? That's what I think that is, but I could be wrong. I don't smoke, so... Magnus trying to furiously catch up to the car in front to get second position, but that car is just outmaneuvering him at every step, and he's making so many mistakes. You would have thought he would have learnt from the first round, but he's driving aggressively, and it didn't pay off, unfortunately. Oh dear, this is not good. Unfortunately, poor Magnus did not qualify, and he's lost all lives, so game over. Well, that's all I have time for there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Till next time, Magnus out. Thank you for watching today's video. We have a Discord server if you'd like to join. Check the description below. If you enjoy my content, please hit that subscribe button, like or share. Stay tuned for the next future video, and I hope to see you soon.